This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work life, better family life, better personal life.
Beautiful book here, and if you don't have a copy, please make sure you get one for yourself. This is the Benjamin Zulu Show. Karibuni sana. My name is Lily, and this is Healing Your Inner Self. That's the book, Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life. Let me read something, and then Benjamin, you can just comment on it. If you see a person sitting still, fully present in the moment, instead of being in a daze or distracted by gadgets, that person has attained tranquility. Just describe that.
Yeah, sitting still, present in the moment, not distracted. We're always burying ourselves in gadgets. This person has won their independence from gadgets. A lot of people are yet to do that.
Yeah.
They can tune into what you're saying. Tune into. Many people listen from the sidelines as they are holding their comment to interject.
Okay.
The person can calmly tune into you. Tranquility means oneness with the moment. That's why, as we teach tranquility, we tell people to go to the sea.
Okay.
The calmness of water, the breeze. And next time you go there, don't just stay by the shore. People have valued the beach too much. There's something they did not tell you about. The water itself.
Oh.
Get to a boat and just go inside there.
Okay.
And don't be busy. Sit there.
Yeah.
They would find him you get into a boat, tell them to drive, to row, to just take it inside.
Yeah.
Do you know the breeze from the ocean there is just so virgin and fresh and full of life? That is tranquility. Next time you fly, tune into the atmosphere. Many times people fly when they're distracted.
Yes.
When they see a good moment, they bring the distraction between them and the moment
Yeah.
to take a photo.
Yes.
Take it in. Yourself. When you see your baby asleep, don't always try to snap. Who are you taking these snaps for? The whole purity of the moment. For a baby breathing asleep.
Yeah.
See your loved one. You know you love a person and you enjoy them and they're not even aware you're around.
Wow.
They're just taking a nap. Tranquility is when you attain oneness with the moment. We did not know it why our Lord got to the Mount of Olives a long while before dawn. He was frequent to the mountain, he was frequent to the lake, the boats, the waterside. He would sometimes be the plains. This is the creator of the world. He knows the energies of those places. Places have energies. Practice tranquility by overcoming distractions and need for stimulation and the noise.
Okay.
The chaos of the world orients us for the opposite of functioning. You function with noise and you dysfunction with silence.
You function with noise and you Oh, okay. Okay.
You remember I told you that some of us would sleep when kids are making noise?
Yes.
When they keep quiet, you wake up scared because a danger has come. Teacher has come in.
Yeah. Yeah.
At home, it's all noisy. You're used to stealing moments of rest in the midst of the noise. When there's quiet, it's problematic. Reversed disorientation.
Okay.
When you see a person who can just be still, in fact, the monks will just teach sitting still. It's the hardest thing. You think it's easy. To sit still without distraction. When we teach transformation, personal growth, we teach the morning routine that involves delaying checking your phone, the first thing in the morning, for an hour.
But I want to know the time.
Yes, you have a watch. You usually get a watch that is not.
My watch is far.
We even recommend an alarm clock that is not in your phone.
Okay. Yeah.
Analog. Get an independent.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Just to wake you up and let that be the first thing. Get a normal torch. Why are you using this phone to replace everything? I saw this cartoon
Everything.
where there was the clock, the bell, the calendar, the water. So this is the guy who took our jobs. So just the phone in the middle.
Yeah. Really, for real.
But then you can get a torch, you can get a clock.
We're allowed.
Yes, imagine.
Okay.
It looks illegal now because the phone has everything.
Why are you carrying a torch?
When you wake up, you don't have to disturb the one who's sleeping by switching on the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's normal to have a small touch of it's okay, by the way.
Okay.
Because if you are turning on the phone in the touch in the phone, you have to switch off the screen now. The torch does not burn just where you want it to light.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, tranquility is oneness with the moment. We practice it by saying, practice makes perfect, and you start earlier. When you're starting, it may sound unfamiliar, and many people have been associating meditation with the Eastern religions of opening the third eye and yoga. Hello.
Why are you saying like there's something wrong with that?
Don't open the third eye. I don't know where that one is.
Oh, sorry. I mean, like the yoga and everything, all those things.
So don't tell Christians about yoga. They'll flee. They'll cringe.
Okay.
Because they suspect it.
Yeah. Yes.
Just talk of stillness.
Okay.
Learn to notice your thoughts. Many people don't notice their thoughts. So tranquility is the highest form of self-control because you become one with the moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Please get yourself a copy of this book. It will help us to achieve that moment of tranquility, that realm of tranquility. The book goes for 1,000 bob. You can book it through the WhatsApp number on your screen. We've got a set of other books, Dating, Right, Dreams Before Dating, and How to Discern, How to Recognize and Deal with Toxic Relationships. You can get all of them. They'll go for 4,000 bob. And as Benjamin had said, is that if you buy a batch of books, please let us know so that he can do something for you, so that he can give you a gift on the side. Because you can also buy for groups. You can buy for your people in church, your students, or any group that you feel you want to.
Did you notice the Tanzanian lady who bought? She bought one red, came back, bought 20-something.
Wow.
For friends and relatives.
Yeah.
And that's what we are saying. Once you notice this cures, this one works.
Yes.
You want it for everyone.
You want everyone to get a copy.
So even if you're not buying for other people, get one for your life.
Yeah, right. Okay, how to know? Today's topic is going to be, it's one of the hard ones. How to know that your husband doesn't really care for you.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
I know.
Don't tell me.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and we are not preparing you to stay on the lookout for the worst.
Okay.
We are not prophets of doom. When you see this, finally the day has come.
I know.
No, we're not predicting it.
Okay.
We are not anticipating it.
Okay.
This is a form of, if you already have suspicion and you want clarity, these are tools to help you in self-diagnosis. Diagnosing the situation, what is going on. And a lot of times, again, what is the primal need for women? Safety. You're looking to be safe. Am I loved? Am I okay? Am I safe with you? It's the woman who does social migration after marriage. She comes all over. So she remains a kind of a foreigner in this system.
Yeah.
Sometimes even her children are more at home here because they have blood.
Yes.
She can say, I'm going back to my people. They don't have another place to go back. This is their place.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We are talking about this because the danger of not knowing what people think can paralyze you with anxiety. We said when you get married, you're signing up for other unstated jobs, secret jobs. The other roles of being married that they don't warn you about, like CIA.
I know, FBI, hey, intelligence.
You know, you want to know intelligence gathering. I pity those who jump into marriage too soon in life. I pity them. It feels emotionally attractive, love, romance, fun. Ooh. And so everybody's obsessed with it as soon as they're out of home. My lover, my man, my girlfriend, my this. I don't get it on boys. I'm 21, this girlfriend.
You log out.
My friend, where are you talking from? Will you finish your hangovers first? What did you drink? Turn down. You change your supplier. That is too much. Let's talk about love when you are 21 and not 22.
Yeah.
You are too unaware about life. The things that marriage brings hidden, the hidden files, there are too many. And you don't want to sign up, drift in blindly. We are writing this morning saying an affidavit is a joke. You don't want to base your marriage on an affidavit. Signed an affidavit. That's usually a supporting document. You know, it's like going to a lawyer, just swearing, lifting something, saying, I confirm. This is a lawyer. This is not a document issued to authenticate a covenant. You want a deed. When you're buying land, you want title deed. Do you want an affidavit?
No.
The person saw an affidavit that...
I want the deed itself.
The title deed, the marriage deed, the deed.
Okay.
So, we are discussing this because a lot of people, this becomes necessary because the foundation is very weak. They hoped for the commitment later, but they invested now. And because traditional women are very emotional, they connect with life. Oh my God, I feel it. And with all that and the trust, you know, early on it's really like wedding. We are trust, a lot of trust. So you invest. The same person, if they were buying land, they'll be extremely prudent, saying, I know the seller, we like each other, but circumstances change and feelings fluctuate. Let me get the due diligence. My lawyer will come for the papers. Don't worry about the rest. Just hand the papers to. They still do the paperwork done. They still get everything in place. When it is money, they're very careful. But when it is their life, we visited my parents.
You're so right. We tend to be more careful with money than with our lives. Isn't that so ironic? And
so, the papers about your properties are very clear and secure.
Yes.
The paper about your life, where you're building everything, where you're putting emotions, where you're putting your time, even the very properties themselves.
Yeah.
the very thing you're carrying your whole life in is shaky.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Why? Because many properties don't bring feelings. You just want the property and that's all. But in the marriage and relationship, there's a lot of feelings. And because a lot of women operate with a lot of feelings, they tend to believe when they feel it. And the person is giving you all the right signs. When they are serious, when they are saying, let's do this, when they step forward, when you see that forward, you tend to believe.
Yeah.
You believe and you think they too want it as much as you.
Hey, stop. Don't come any further. No, okay,
it's very
come further.
hard to become suspicious when we are all this in love.
Yeah.
All harmonious.
And progressive, especially when you talk about the forward thing. The forward thing is very alluring.
Yeah, proven steps after step after step after step. You are likely to just let him take control and it's okay. It seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yes, proven is seriousness. When you ask ladies whether they unpacked before it. But yeah, it was the 6th month, the first year, 8 months, I was telling you for the first 6 months, they start explaining. Over time, they handed over control to the man because it seemed like he was serious.
Yes.
Seemed like.
Oh my God.
Any reason you use to forfeit purpose will come back to haunt you. To forfeit process will come back to haunt you. Many times you induce people into cheating on you when you prove how not serious you are. Let me remind you, a sincere guy can cheat on you because you left the doors open. Temptations come to every man. You should make it not easy for him to play with you. Yeah, why you sign the deed and get the title deed? Because sometimes, the seller can get buyer's remorse. The buyer can get buyer's remorse. No, I'm broke. No, return that money. I've stopped buying. Oh, you already signed contracts. Why were you signing contracts? Because you know feelings fluctuate. If you know the buyer of the car can start regretting after seeing better cars for lesser price tomorrow.
Yes. Tomorrow. Yeah.
If there was no paperwork, no, I've changed my mind, isn't it? Why don't you think about that in marriage? They can sign today and start seeing cheaper deals tomorrow.
One argument would be, even with a deed, they can still change their mind.
Yes, but it is not easy. There's a price. You get it?
What's the price?
Continue thinking about the car, about the house, about the plot. If you already signed the price, you've already signed and paid, finished contracts. Now I've changed my mind. What is the process of changing your mind? Trying to buy back or trying to pay the penalty stipulated in the contract to discourage them. They'll go on with their life. When you have a marriage certificate, the consequences are divorce. How many people want to go through divorce? Do you get it?
I do. I'm just even thinking, like, a divorce is so painful, and someone would say, I'd rather not go through a divorce.
So,
I'd rather make it simple and not get the deed.
If you want to plant your garden in a fenceless farm,
He has started.
to make it easy for you to exit at any time, are you even serious in your project? You cannot unpack your treasures in an unprotected territory. The deed is a sign of committing as far as we can that we are into this. Does not make it impossible to live. It just makes it impossible to be played with. Are we together?
Okay.
This is not a joke. Again, why you require for a deed? Because players are all over. The moment you say you will only unpack your treasures after the process, the jokers leave.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
True.
The moment you say you're only giving this plot after the person has finished paying, those who wanted to con you with only 50% leave. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So this is for your protection, even as a man. There are many women who desire the life you offer, but they don't have what you need for a wife. So when you hold back sexually as a man, she's forced to prove herself. Brothers, the right way to know whether a woman has anything else apart from sex is not to go to the sex quickly.
Yeah.
Some of these women have nothing else between their heads. They confuse you with what is easy. So that you can think she has a lot.
Yeah.
Careful as a guy when a lady is open to go there sexually so soon. Could it be possible that's the only thing she has? A man of dreams needs a woman with capacity. And brothers, we are being hunted. Men die like flies. Men are taken out like this. You need a woman who knows how to pray for you. And you can't start by fornicating if you want a prayer for a woman. Stop shooting yourself in the foot. I've met men only to realize he's dead so soon, and he was not unwell. I know that's not natural. You don't need to be superstitious. You can see. You have attended funerals and everybody's in protest, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's a granny who lived happily and died, we are saying, we also hope to get here one day. But if it was an interruption, it's this and denial. No, this was not right.
Yeah.
This was not. This is a potential cut short.
Yeah. There's an area in Kenya, I don't want to say where because those people are watching.
Yeah.
But the general trend is that a lot of the land people are landladies, and many of them are widows.
Yeah. And you wonder why. Because, again, we are saying a deed so that you can have time to process and evaluate and go all the way. Let's talk about, if you have done all the things right, how to know whether this man has changed his mind on you. One is when he has transferred your roles to another person, your roles in his life. You were the advisor. You used to discuss investments together, money together, decisions together. You used to discuss the future plans together. You used to move around, exploring. You used to converse around where we are going as a family together. You were the first consultant. We thought these things together. Suddenly, you zipped. And you're seeing things happening because you're discussing with his mother.
Yeah.
With the boys. Discussing with his sister.
Yeah.
When a person transfers your roles to another person, you are losing your importance in their life. Sometimes you are the one to blame because you became impossible to deal with. But if you became impossible, he should have said it over and over. Yeah. And he should not be replacing you. He should be dealing with this marriage. If it's not working, he should be knowing what is next.
Yeah.
But many people don't have the courage to deal with things directly. They replace you mentally.
Yeah.
How many forms of intimacy again? Informational intimacy, mental intimacy, financial intimacy. All right? Intimacy means closeness, oneness. Informational means we are one in what we are doing. We are informed. We are informing each other. We disclose. We share. Informational intimacy. That one is when you know we are together. The most dear thing for men, again, is not their body part. It's their secrets, their plans. When Samson revealed that part, it was done. When men say what they're planning, they've shown you their intimacy, their vulnerability. And why many side chicks gain power is because they're being given information that is sensitive.
Yeah.
They are not better. They're just better informed.
Yeah. They're just better informed.
Yes, they know where the title deed is, where he's purchasing next, which account has money.
Yeah.
This man just gave over, literally, the information. And information is power. He knows there's an account. If she knows there's an account with $1 million in Mombasa and you have no clue, because he's excited to win her here, he's trying to give so much information and account, and because this is a stolen thing, he's really overcompensating.
Yeah.
Do you know many of these side chicks had no future otherwise?
Yeah.
A woman who had a future wouldn't be agreeing for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she's winning. She did not have a plan to become anybody's wife.
She's winning.
Yeah. To become a wife is hard work, eh? You have to heal. You have to develop capacity you have to hold down a man.
Yeah.
Hold place for him.
Yeah.
Plan with him. Endure.
Gosh.
Growth seasons. Really build, defend, manage, feed, cook, clean. Not every woman wants that, but many of them still want the benefit. So they wait for you to do that. And when you have cleaned up the man, they creep in. And the guy thinks he's winning. Men, sometimes you are very foolish. Eh?
Tell them.
You think this is a woman like your woman at home. Are you sick? This is an eater. Apart from her body, she has nothing for you, and she's here to get a pound of flesh near your heart. To use William Shakespeare's words. This covenant, they said, if you don't pay me, I'll cut a pound of flesh near your heart. This lady is after a pound of flesh. She does not have wife qualities anywhere. She cannot hold you down. She can't build you. She's here to tear you apart.
But she makes you happy.
Now, what you're calling happy needs to be defined.
Okay. She lifts your spirits when they're otherwise down, and maybe for a prolonged period of time because you're having issues with your wife and your children and work and what. So there's this person who reignites you.
She's a shot of cocaine. Does cocaine make you happy?
No.
Thank you very much. It just gives you a high to escape while sucking you into the void.
Yeah.
That's what illicit sex does. Affairs are just shots of an illicit drug that does not solve problems, just gives you a short form escape while sucking you into the void. She knows she has no life aside from you.
So it's a bubble. It will burst.
Yes. The only otherwise women who had a future who get into side chick is a stupid pre-25s. A girl who was otherwise bright, composed, grounded, promising. But because she's 23 and restless. There's this guy we are working with. We started dating 2 years ago. I have his child. Nowadays I realize he's married.
Let's go back to husbands. If you go down that rabbit hole, that's a whole other show.
I know.
Yeah.
But I do want to leave them unacknowledged.
Okay.
It's a bunch of fools that needs acknowledgement. They're living campus with big bodies and zero brains. And there's this mentor was mentoring me. Now they have a baby while mentoring. Okay. so let's go.
They have a baby with a mentor. Okay.
And she's still she's talking to you and you want to, oh, have you ever talked to a drug person?
Yeah. It's terrible.
That's what you feel when these girls under 25 are trying to explain love things.
Okay.
So a good woman was otherwise promising. She's arriving 27 with 2 children. With a father figure. Father figure, her father. Who said, don't call me again, I'm married. You're destroying my family. So we are hoping to spare them before.
Yeah.
That's our hope.
Yeah.
Before you're 25, before you know your life, before you put foundations, don't trust romantic relationships. If a person is transferring your roles to their mother, to their friend, to their boys, they have lost value for you. Don't wait to be told. Sometimes they continue saying, but I love you, but I love you, but I love you, just to keep you.
Yeah.
The second sign is micro-rejections. Micro-rejections are those mini put-downs that are not big enough to blow a storm over, but they're emotionally painful enough for you to feel them. And when they are cumulative and repeated, they make you to stop trying to make an attempt of connection. When you make a bid for connection, they resist it. Those small things that were making the emotional place for both of you, the playful things and the things you used to meet over, the joking and the teasing and the flirting, the small things you used to do that are not really, you can't write them in a textbook.
Yeah. The nuances.
They're just unique to both of you.
Yes.
But without them, your relationship becomes dry.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really spark. They bring the spark between you. The in-jokes, for example.
Exactly.
The kind of teasing.
Yeah.
We can use one word to say the ease and playfulness between you.
Okay. Okay.
that ease and friendliness.
Yeah.
If a person keeps rejecting, getting irritated every time you tease them. And they resist every time.
They suddenly become serious.
You know. So how will you gather your clan to explain that your partner has become... Didn't you want a serious man?
You got what you wanted. That's what we all want.
You see?
Yeah.
You see, society does not care about happiness, mental health, growth. You can't explain it to society. They just ask, are you being blows, cheating?
No.
Is he coming home? Thank you very much. Your marriage is okay.
Yeah. We're also suffering. Yours is even better. You young girls are nowadays.
Exactly.
And you're like, okay. Can't argue with that.
Micro rejections are when the person begins to switch off the sparks and those moments of banter, those moments of ease and flow that showed that their souls at peace with you. That your inner child and their inner child are friends. And when they begin to hide behind other roles, to just avoid. Typically, if a woman has withdrawn this way, she'll just be busy with her job. If a man has been withdrawn this way, he'll be busy with things that even when he's at home, he's emotionally in something else, mentally away.
He's watching a game.
And we said when you work from home, you should avoid depriving your home, your people, your family of their home because you've made it your office. Working from home has confused us until we brought the climate of work at home. If you're not careful to set aside a corner or place where you only work from, or to have distinct shift of environment, the relaxing environment at home will disappear. Because work is unrelaxing, it's goal-oriented. It's computers, it's paperwork, it's phones, it's seriousness. And the very software set that had been made in a relaxing, soft, low way, now it's just laptops and phones and calls, and where do we rest now?
And everyone is tiptoeing now.
Yes.
Because you're on conference calls.
Others even make it in the bedroom.
Yeah. Oh.
And you don't know when to switch it off, so it's not relaxing anymore.
Yeah.
If your house is small and you're still starting, you may have to use the same spaces, but you should have times for shifting. Like you ring a bell, click, 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 click. No. Work time is up. Put away laptop, put up. Now we relax. It's home time.
Okay.
If you can, make there to be a place where people work from. When they jack out of that place,
yeah,
they don't come out in suits and ties and they're serious and good morning, yeah, very good, and we are going and we're coming.
Yeah.
The environment of rest.
The bell got me. I love it. I love that idea.
You know,
it's home time. Yeah.
Now people can relax.
Yeah.
Now people can banter.
So good.
And
yeah.
Now we don't have to, you're at home and you can just bite something as you go. It's not always very serious. It's tea break time. Sometimes when people are at home, they don't remember tea break. If you want tea, you take tea.
Yeah.
The serious meals are mainly just maybe when we are all together.
Yeah.
These other times you're just around.
Yeah.
When you're relaxed. We are saying if a person has begun to perform those micro rejections or make invalidating you in ways that are personal and emotional, and it is repeated, and it's not something you can raise as a complaint, that's when you see people driving together and they have no conversation. It kills the chemistry. It kills the spark. You don't trust them with jokes anymore. Those vulnerabilities. One thing couples enjoy is to judge people together.
Yes.
You keep saying, look at that one. Look at that. What kind of trouser is that?
Couples can be so unfair because sometimes I listen to them describing themselves in another couple in a negative way, and I'm like,
that's how they do their life.
Really?
As long as you don't hear it, you don't harm me. They even judge their children.
Yes.
Yes. It's part of their fun.
Yeah.
But now if a person you can no longer go there with them.
Yeah.
You feel suffocated. You feel like you should not need a break from your partner. But if they have suffocated the places that used to make you rest, now you need to break.
You need to unwind somewhere else. That's tragic.
It begins to be tiresome.
Yeah.
Because now you're careful. You're not free.
Yeah.
When you receive stories from your side of family, who do you share with?
You run.
Imagine the next episode. These episodes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they are telling about now we are new season. So and so has started another chapter of drama.
You call them and maybe they're in a meeting and you text them, finish the meeting quickly.
There's a new episode.
Yeah.
That part is what brings fun.
Yeah.
Because you can trust them, you're not gossiping each other out there. There's nobody else you can share all this.
Yeah.
It's risky.
It's risky. Yeah.
If you ever fall out, they have so much of you.
Yeah.
The bad thing is when they withdraw emotional investment into the relationship. Emotional investment is how much time people make in a sacrificial way for you and them, and how much money, how much financial or energetic allocation, how seriously they take. Those moments are just the two of you, and now they can push away the world to just be the two of you. This is usually the first thing people withdraw when they're no longer into you. Excuses as to why you can't do your normal tea evening come up.
Aww.
And couples will tell you when they disrupt their rhythm, the next period, if it's a week or month, feels off.
Yeah.
If they always do this dinner out, after this period, and this time they don't do it, you feel like what's wrong? Where are we?
It's a cloud is hanging over your head.
Yeah. And many times you've had to do a make to replace it so that you can still now, because the conversations you converse there are unique.
Yeah.
Do you know when you are caught in the wheel of life, there are things you can't talk? They don't have weight. Places have energies. Days have energies. Routines have energies.
Yeah.
If you want to discuss serious plans, it's very hard to discuss while lying down. Just you can throw in ideas, but for us to pin things and put our minds to it, we may have been mentioning it and processing the 2 weeks, but when we are doing our dinner after the weekend, and this I thought about it. Now you can pin the decision, give it finality, and focus on it. Remember, another fun. It's a couple is conspirators against the world to surprise the world.
Yes.
You do your things
Yes.
and shock them. We got surprise. Pooh.
Yeah, housewarming. And then we are wondering, oh, housewarming.
Which house?
Which house? When? How?
You know?
Yeah.
And then you guys are counting how you manage to do this and the other.
Yeah.
To feel brings you closer. Again, conquering goals is a love language, all right? Common goals.
It is.
You don't know what you're depriving your partner when you're doing your goals with your mother, with your girlfriend,
Yeah.
with your father. You are depriving this marriage of the most juicy part. Wrestling challenges. You're thinking of something.
Yeah. The problem would come in. The problem that comes first to my mind is you had talked about empires, and so I get into the life of this person who already had this conquest momentum going on. Like maybe their family is in academics and they have the colleges and a line of colleges. So I plug into that, but I don't have that background. So they have this momentum of conquest going on. How do you reverse that?
They should incorporate you into their life. As many duties as fall to them, they should perform them with you. After time, you'll adjust and become their helper or their companion.
And if they can't, because
If they can't, they should not get married.
Okay.
Don't marry when you cannot be incorporated.
Okay.
You will never feel intimate. You'll always feel like you're apart.
Then how they will string you along is to say it will be gradual. It may not happen now, but the intention to
No,
incorporate
you should feel the progress. Remember this. Even if I'm running a family empire with my 5 brothers, a fantasy anyway. Some of us, we are hoping our children will get that.
Yeah.
Some of us.
Sure.
But I've seen very admirable. Some guy was doing some construction work and he brought his 2 brothers. It was so wonderful to see them working. One of them was even his older brother, and there was no envy. The contractor is the one guy, then he brings the older and the younger, and they work like a trio. The younger boy is the techie, does the drawings.
Yeah.
The middle boy is the contractor,
Yeah.
gets the workers, the tractors, the whatever. And then the older guy is the one who manages the people. He's very good with the workers.
Yeah.
So don't worry, you have not seen the other guy. I'm standing in for him. We are brothers actually. You're learning that after, They get the work so, and you just left the wondering, how much did we miss?
Yeah.
Give your children that privilege. Even if you did not get it, give it to them.
Children. Yeah.
You don't force it, just cultivate it. You cultivate it. It's the leadership in the home that determines. You know they no longer value this. When those moments of emotional connection, of mental, when we regulate together, when we cooperate together, when we include each other, when we plan together, they lose importance. Now he is staying late at his alcohol dens or church meetings. The same. You remember workaholic, churchaholic, and alcoholic, both.
Same what's up.
Yeah.
Hey.
They're hiding places.
Okay.
People can use work, can use church to avoid. The work itself is innocent if it's balanced. Church, no problem. That people can do very menial kind of social drinking that does not affect their lives. But when people start sacrificing the sacred family time, relationship time, intimacy time, connection time for anything else, you no longer matter to them.
Wow. I've liked this show because on one hand, it's how to know your husband doesn't care for you. But on the other hand, if there's a husband who's watching, it's things to look out for in
Correct.
order to protect your marriage.
Correct.
I love it. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode. Bye.
This is the Benjamin Zulu Global. Welcome our viewers from all over the world to the home of the Heart Matters. We're converging to learn together because when you know better, you can do better. And a better life is what we all want. Better work.